In this video, we're diving deep into the top most common causes of car battery failure. Not just what happens, but why it happens. From aging batteries to hidden parasitic drains and even extreme weather, we're breaking it all down so you can protect your vehicle, save money, and avoid getting stranded. Let's delve into each of these common causes of car battery failures in a more in-depth and clear way. Cause number 1, age of the battery. The aging of a car battery is an inevitable process, primarily due to the inherent chemical and physical degradation of its components. Over a typical lifespan of 3 to 5 years, the lead plates within the battery undergo chemical degradation. Each charge and discharge cycle forms lead sulfate, and while somewhat reversible, this process eventually leads to the corrosion and shedding of active material from the plates. These tiny fragments accumulate as sludge at the bottom of the battery, reducing the total reactive surface area and diminishing the battery's overall capacity. Concurrently, the supportive lead grids that hold the active material also corrode, weakening their structure and electrical conductivity. An aging battery gradually loses its ability to hold a charge, resulting in slower cranking or dimming lights during ignition, until it eventually lacks the necessary power to start the vehicle at all. Cause number 2, extreme temperatures. Temperature significantly influences car battery performance and lifespan, with both extreme heat and cold accelerating failure. High temperatures, often referred to as the silent killer, accelerate all internal chemical reactions, including detrimental degradation processes, causing the battery to age more rapidly. This heat also increases the evaporation rate of the electrolytes water, leading to a concentrated acid solution that corrodes lead plates and can eventually cause plate warping and shedding of active material, leading to internal short circuits. Conversely, cold temperatures act as a performance inhibitor by slowing down the chemical reactions within the battery, which diminishes its ability to produce the high electrical current needed for engine startup. The electrolyte itself becomes more viscous in the cold, increasing the battery's internal resistance and further hindering current delivery. Compounding this, engine oil also thickens in cold weather, demanding even more power from an already struggling battery to crank the engine. Ultimately, high temperatures shorten the battery's overall lifespan, while cold temperatures expose an already weakened battery, revealing its diminished capacity precisely when maximum performance is required. Cause number 3, faulty charging system, alternator. The alternator, a crucial component of your car's electrical system, is responsible for generating electricity to power the vehicle's components and, most importantly, for recharging the battery once the engine is running. Battery failures often arise if the alternator malfunctions, leading to either undercharging or overcharging. Undercharging occurs when the alternator fails to produce sufficient voltage, often due to a faulty internal regulator, preventing the battery from fully recharging. The consequence is a continuously depleted battery that suffers from sulfation and a progressive loss of capacity. Conversely, overcharging happens if the alternator's voltage regulator fails and allows an excessive amount of voltage to reach the battery, causing severe damage. This results in the electrolyte boiling off rapidly, leading to significant water loss. It can also cause battery plates to warp, shed active material, and develop internal short circuits, akin to a container constantly being overfilled until it bursts. Ultimately, a faulty charging system directly compromises the battery's ability to maintain its charge, frequently leading to a dead battery that is often mistakenly attributed solely to the battery itself, when the alternator is the underlying cause. Cause number 4, parasitic drain. A parasitic drain is a common cause of car battery failure, occurring when electrical components continue to draw power even after the engine is off and the vehicle is parked. This phenomenon can happen for various reasons, ranging from the easily overlooked, such as lights accidentally left on, interior dome lights, trunk lights, or headlights, to more subtle electrical issues. Faulty switches or relays can also be culprits, with a malfunctioning door switch, for instance, perpetually keeping a circuit active, or a sticky relay preventing an accessory from shutting down. Cause number 5, frequent short trips. A common cause of car battery failure is the frequent undertaking of short trips, which prevents the battery from fully recharging. This issue stems from the high startup demand placed on the battery. When the ignition key is turned, the starter motor draws hundreds of amperes to crank the engine, significantly draining the battery. However, on short trips, those lasting merely 5 to 10 minutes, there's simply insufficient recharge time for the alternator to fully replenish this expended energy. A complete recharge typically requires the engine to run for a sustained period, usually 20 to 30 minutes of driving at moderate speeds. This pattern of repeated, cumulative discharge without adequate replenishment leads to a gradual, persistent depletion of the battery's charge, akin to continuously withdrawing money from a wallet without depositing enough back in. Consequently, a consistently undercharged battery becomes highly susceptible to sulfation and premature failure, severely reducing its overall capacity and its crucial ability to deliver the necessary power for starting the vehicle. Cause number 6. Corrosion on terminals. Corrosion on car battery terminals, appearing as a white, blue, or greenish powdery substance on the terminals and cable clamps, is a frequent cause of battery issues. This phenomenon primarily occurs due to a chemical reaction where hydrogen gas, a byproduct of the battery's normal charging process, especially in older batteries, escapes and reacts with the lead terminals and copper cables, forming lead sulfate and copper sulfate. The problem is exacerbated by loose or damaged cable connections, which not only allow more acid fumes to escape, but also create openings where moisture and dirt can accumulate, further accelerating the corrosive process. The impact of this corrosion is significant. It leads to increased electrical resistance because corrosion acts as an insulator, severely hindering the efficient flow of electricity between the battery and the vehicle's electrical system. This increased resistance directly results in poor starting performance, as the battery cannot deliver its full power to the starter motor, leading to slow cranking or a complete failure to start. Furthermore, it causes inefficient charging, as the corrosion impedes the alternator's ability to send a full charge back to the battery, contributing to chronic undercharging. Cause number 7. Low electrolyte levels. Low electrolyte levels primarily affect conventional, flooded, lead-acid batteries, which are designed with removable caps for maintenance, unlike sealed, maintenance-free versions. This issue arises because the water component of the electrolyte solution, a mixture of acid and water, can be lost over time due to evaporation, a natural process accelerated by heat and the gassing that occurs during charging. More significantly, overcharging by a faulty alternator dramatically speeds up this evaporation, causing the battery to boil off its water at an excessive rate. The impact of such water loss is severe when the electrolyte level drops and exposes the lead plates. These exposed plates dry out and become permanently damaged through sulfation and corrosion, rendering those portions incapable of participating in the vital chemical reactions. This reduction in submerged active plate material directly leads to a reduced capacity, severely diminishing the battery's ability to store charge and deliver power, ultimately resulting in premature failure. Cause number 8. Manufacturing defects. While quality control in battery manufacturing is generally high, sometimes a car battery can leave the factory with an inherent flaw, leading to premature failure. This can happen due to an internal short circuit where a tiny piece of lead or debris inadvertently bridges two plates during assembly. Another cause might be poor welds or connections inside the battery, which can fail prematurely even under normal use. Additionally, a batch of defective plates with structural weaknesses or impurities can also lead to a battery's early demise. The impact of these manufacturing defects is significant. Batteries with such flaws often fail much earlier than their expected lifespan, sometimes within just a few months of purchase, even when meticulously cared for. Fortunately, these types of failures are typically covered by the manufacturer's warranty. So there you have it, major causes of car battery failure, explained in full. Now that you know what to look for and how these issues actually affect your battery, you're one step closer to avoiding unexpected breakdowns. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more car care tips, and drop a comment below with your battery experience or questions you'd like us to cover next.